the D1, D3 stream is
Now
not
that I'm
popping
single
up
and putting
anymore.
myself out there, I found that the dating apps are not good.
Alright, let's try to create live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a matchup where you got the Tennessee Ice Vols versus the Tennessee Ice Vols. I apologize for the technical difficulties. We are going to try to get these figured out as we go along. Again, not exactly dealing with the top brass of equipment up here in the booth. But you got Tennessee D1 in blue versus Tennessee D3 in white. Puck goes flying past the pads of Ryan Farrell. Now controlled back by Talisi. Hurlbert tried to steal that one. Now Lundy will get this one, bring it up the ice to Carter. Will be intercepted back in center ice. Now taken up by Zimmerman. Nathan Zimmerman takes a shot off the pad. Good save there from Lincoln Simons. Able to swallow that up. Hurlbert coming the other way with it. He's going to be blocked.
It doesn't even say we're live. There's no stream popping up.
Wait, what if I do?
Don't stop it. Oh, because it's private.
Division 1 versus Division 3 matchup. It's Tennessee versus Tennessee. Tennessee D1 in the blue taking on Tennessee D3 in the white. Puck controlled, intercepted though by D1. D3 just looking to get it out of there. Out in front, almost what would have been a phenomenal shot. It was well defended. Albert got there right in time. Puck goes to Tyler Rose now. Tyler Rose makes a nice move, spinning back with it behind his own zone, behind the net of Lincoln Simons. Rose with the round making his way up the ice. Really good defense play by D3. It's the wit. Fell right in the boards there. Rose with it now. Looking to reset here and get something going. Ryan Farrell in goal for Division 3. Still controlled by D1. They'll make a push here. Here come the Vols. The D1 Vols looking for it. Out in front, Morrissey. Good news. Sneak on his ball. Down on the ice. Now the other way with it is Siegel. Siegel trying to get a move. Gets it down below. Out in front. Saved by Simons. It was a good push and a good effort. But if you're not familiar with what's going on, it's Tennessee D1 in blue taking on Tennessee D3 in white. We won't have the scoreboard on for you guys for the stream, unfortunately, technical difficulties. But I will try to ladies and gentlemen, well done. Apologize for technical difficulties. But if you're not familiar with what's going on, it's Tennessee D1 in blue taking on Tennessee D3 in white. You're looking to get something smaller. We don't have the scoreboard on for you guys. We just unfortunately due to technical difficulties. But I will try to relay the information as best as possible. With it now, can't hold on to it. It's taken by Benoit. Benoit gets it up to Siegel. D3 looking to get something swallowed up by Lincoln Simons. Face off one. All right, D1. Connor Smith flipping out, chased by Chris Kelly. Chris Kelly, the big body, looking for something. What do you got? Nothing. It's stolen right back. Take it back again, though. Out in front. Can't convert. Cars in the middle. Look it up. Chased by the horse. Horse escaping back. Brick. Takes it over to Albert. Albert. Outside pass. Intercepted, though, by Chris Kelly. Chris Kelly, the big body, looking for something. What do you got? Nothing. It's stolen right back. Take it back again, though. Out in front. Can't convert. So far, D3 doing a pretty good job defending up this Division I team. Tennessee D1 just finished with a respective record of 3rd place. You want to call it that? Not the other way. It's D1 looking for something. Behind the back pass. Welcome to a Division III versus D1 matchup. It's the Ice Vols taking on the Icebox. So we will not have the scoreboard working for this match. We've had technical difficulties. If you guys couldn't tell, we're working with the drive on so you guys can show what's got going on. We're on the ice. Hagen will lose it. Take it back. Tennessee D1 looking for something. Just to make things complicated. Tennessee D3 looking for their second goal. Gets it over to Benoit. Benoit looking for it. Down below to Hurlbert. Hurlbert skating with it. Sets back. Looks. Has nothing. Resets again. Puck taking up the ice by D3. It's Hagen now with it. Looking, flicks it up. Now again, folks, just to repeat, like I was saying, we apologize for the technical difficulties. We don't have the scoreboard up here. We'll try to relay how much time is left. We're doing 30-minute periods. Why? I don't know. But what I can tell you is you're going to get some action-packed hockey in the Knoxville Civic Auditorium on a Wednesday night, snowy in Knoxville, Tennessee. So just some information. A couple weeks ago, Tennessee D1 headed down to Athens, Georgia, to the Atkins Ford Arena to compete in the College Hockey South playoffs, where they were not able to finish. And Tyler Rose gets a goal. He had an overtime goal a couple weeks ago against Georgia Tech, and he sneaks one past Ryan Farrell. Rose delivering the roses, getting the D1 team tied up with his D3 team. So, we have a lot going on up here in the booth. Speakers are everywhere, equipment's everywhere. John, how are you feeling?
Well, thanks for introducing me, Charlie. After we got this all figured out, we finally can somewhat focus on the game. But yeah, 2 early goals here early on. Was it 1-1 now?
It is 1-1.
1-1, okay.
I would tell you guys how much time is left, but they didn't give us that information.
Yeah, the scoreboard in the arena is raised a lot higher than it normally is, and we can't see it because of the low ceiling here.
So, I can tell you, though, shots on goal, you know what, I can't tell you, but it's 6-4. I don't know whose it's in favor of, but what I can tell you, it's a 1-1 hockey game. Tyler Rose scoring a goal for the Ice Vols very early on. Tyler Rose with it still, making some moves, gets down there himself. Rose, what do you got? Nothing apparently as it's poked away. Down below, chasing it. Now shot, a good opportunity, wasn't able to finish there. So far, a very even-matched hockey game in this one. Resetting now, it's Isles. Isles gets it up in front. It's being chased. Not able to hold on to it. John, I gotta say, who do you have in this game? Tennessee or Tennessee?
I think Tennessee is a pretty safe choice in this one. It only matters whether they're wearing blue or white, but both teams are very, very strong. They had very, very strong seasons. Of course, the D1 team did not finish first, or did not win the championship in the conference tournament, but they're still a very strong team. They had a really good season, finished third in the conference, or second in the conference, third in the tournament. So the D1 team is looking pretty strong, but the D3 team, they also have their conference tournament coming up here, and we'll see what they can do, but they've had a very, very good season. So if there is much of a difference between D1 and D3, so far it has not been, it's
What John's trying to say is D1 should be playing better, but they're not.
Yeah, they should be playing better, but, well,
And
now
just
they
like
are.
that,
Or
D3
D3.
scores a goal on Lincoln Simons, and they are talking their talk and walking their walk right now. D3 is coming to this game, and they have impressed.
Yeah, the D1 goalie was just laid out there.
Simons.
Lincoln Simons, I mean, they just kind of snuck that one in right past him. I'd probably not sneak, but it was
They
kind of
kinda
a wide
just put
open
it in.
net. Yeah, they just put it in, kind
Put
of
the bread
sauced it
the
in
basket.
there. You want to wonder, this is an exhibition game, of course, but how tough these two teams are going to play against each other. Are they going to bring the same physicality as we saw Canada versus the U.S. the other day, or are they going to hone it back just for a little bit of a scrimmage of a game?
Why not? Looking to reset. Now here comes Pereno. Pereno getting it over. O'Connell now stolen by Chris Kelly. Another big shot taken now. Gets it over back behind the net. A fight for it. Can't get it out of there. Hoffman will come away with it. Gets it up to Kelly. Kelly at the blue line. A shot. Rifles past Ryan Farrell. Goes back over to Isles. Isles dancing over there down below. Hoffman just trying to get it out of there. A fight up on the boards. Back to Hoffman. Now to Smith. Kelly now takes a shot and it's swallowed up by Ryan Farrell. So again, like we were saying, this D3 team, they've got a tournament coming their way this weekend. They'll be playing on Friday, and I will actually be heading down there to announce some of those games in Fort Lauderdale. Again, though, this should be a fun one, Tennessee versus Tennessee. This is a good test for the Division III team to see what they can do against a high-powered, high-quality team that we have here in Tennessee D1. Boys in the blue and the Summit Blue jerseys. Beautiful jerseys. I believe they came in 5th in the College Hockey House Pod Jersey of the Year. Looking for it. Flicks it up. Siegel tries to get it. Big hit. Just trying to get it off the boards. Miles Jackson was able to flick it out of there. And that one will sail back to Ryan Farrell. Siegel tracking it down. Looking for it. Still fought for up on the board. Siegel's down there. Now they break free. Tennessee D1 trying to even up this game. Is now here comes Benoit. Benoit makes a move. Looking for it. Tries to get it back. Siegel controls up to Duffy now. Duffy takes a shot. Glove saved by Simons. John, how are we feeling?
A little bit panicky up here in the booth, but hopefully I want to promise the viewers, maybe not promise, but we'll see if we can get a scoreboard up by the second period. Our good friend Sawyer has joined us, so we'll try to get that figured out. But so far in the game, D3 surprisingly has a 2-1 lead over D1, and I'm hoping for a D1 goal here to even things up so we get a close game.
Absolutely. I gotta say, I really do love close games. They make it fun to watch. This one's pretty close, though, closer than I thought. I mean, you have a Division I program taking on a Division III program, and so far, the white team, D3, they've come to play.
They have come to play. They have the lead. Got a couple early goals here. You said we're doing 30-minute periods, right?
We are doing 30-minute periods.
Is there two or three?
There's only 2.
Only 2? Well, I guess that's what you get in an exhibition game. They won one less break in there, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. So it's basically a halftime instead of intermission.
Yes.
Some people looked at us up here with a little bit of concern when they heard 30-minute periods. Believe me, I was thinking the same thing as Rose. Makes a move, sneaks it in there. Beautiful save from Ryan Farrell. Talk about using your head. He just kind of knocked that one off his helmet.
It might have knocked off his helmet. Also, maybe he just blockered it away, went up into the net, paused the play. Good couple of shots here for the D1 team trying to even things out in this game because for some reason they're not taking control early on.
They really aren't. You would expect them to kind of take the keys and just drive this bus. They've kind of just crashed it into a ditch. I mean, they're not really showing up here. Well, what can you say? They're going to give it their best shot. Maybe they're not trying. Maybe they're looking for a cinematic comeback. And they score, so they do tie it up. William Hurlbert taking the words right out of my mouth. A cinematic comeback is right. They get up on the board, and now it's a tied hockey game.
For as bad as Mitch Marner is as a player, even he could have scored that. You know, I don't like. It seems the Tennessee D3 goalie just kind of let that one in and went 5-hole under his legs. A little floaty backhand goal. D1 finally ties this game up at 2. I mean, it's amazing. You thought they would have put in a little bit more effort here, but we'll see as the game goes on.
You know, they're trying their best, and that's all you can really ask for. When you got the same team playing each other. It's like that Spider-Man meme or that GIF where both the Spider-Mans are looking at each other. Is Barry now, tries to get it up. Puck still over in D3 zone. Some nice passing from the D1 team in those Summit Blue jerseys. They'll get it out of there. A fight for it up on the boards. No one's come out of it yet. And now D3 will come away with it. It's Hagen. Hagen. Looking for something, tries to get it up to Smith. Smith really wasn't there in time to receive it. And we'll get contradictory to what we just saw coming the other way for D1. So you'll notice, not as formal of a game. Head coach Drew King for D1, not wearing his usual suit. Zimmerman, Aiden Zimmerman for D3. Looks like he's got a little vest on or parka, sweater. I don't know what that is. Looks cool. Straight out of Game of Thrones. Might be a tarp. I don't know. D1 coming with it the other way. Trying to sneak it past. Now, John, what do you think the key here is for D3 if they want to stay in control of this game?
The key is to, I think, make the D1 players think that, you know, they shouldn't put in too much effort. And when they do that, then the D3 can capitalize on that and then come out with a big burst of speed, go in, set up a play, and get a goal and maybe even 2. You know,
maybe 3
or 3. If they fool the D1 team into thinking that this isn't really going to be, you know, that scrappy of a game, then D3 can definitely capitalize on that.
Absolutely, I really agree. Again, I think key here strategy for Division 3, you really just got to play at your own pace. And they kind of came in this one hot, surprising D1 with an early goal, fooling Lincoln Simons, and since then they've really kind of stayed in control. However, D1, they're getting those goals a little too easily, so you do got to be careful if you really want to stay in control here in this hockey game. So as far as time to go, I couldn't tell you. What I do know, ballpark around 15 minutes. We'll get you that information as soon as possible. Now controlled by D1. It's Hurlbert. Taking it himself. Reaching out for it. It was Kyle Oakley. Couldn't hold on to it. And now D1 will look to reset the other way. Shane Kokoska with it. He'll flick it over to Jackson. Jackson over to Oakley. Oakley will lose it. Back to Jackson now, where he'll get it up to Connor Morrissey. Now, Connor Morrissey, he originally was on this D3 team and was moved up to Division 1 back in November. We had a couple of those incidents happening as Hurlbert tries to sneak one through. Mishandling it was Ryan Farrell. Couldn't really get his stick on it or his glove on it. Excuse me, almost dropped my laptop up here in the booth as Kane with it now. Gets past Jackson and trips, so we'll get a tripping call. So Miles Jackson, he'll be entering the penalty box. Getting called for that tripping call on Caleb Kane. Now, Caleb Kane's very fast, so that for sure could have been a shot on goal there. And we'll see the first power play of the game. It's going to be the D3 team up a man here.
You know what, Charlie? One thing that's very surprising in this exhibition match is that we even got a penalty call at all. I mean, tripping is probably one of the easiest penalties to commit for any player, but the fact that it happened in one of these types of games where, funny enough, we only have 2 referees. There are no linesmen on the ice. So the fact that D3 here is going to have a power play in this nice little friendly exhibition is kind of cool.
Well, John, we don't even know how much time there is in this game, so obviously lacking a lot of important factors in this matchup. But you know what? It's hockey. The point is to have fun, and that's what we're doing here. And D3 looks like they're having a lot of fun right now as they're looking to capitalize on this power play opportunity. It's back over in D1 zone. Rose gets it out of there. Up to number 43, Bryce Cooper. Now back to Rose. Rose will get it back to Cooper. Now stolen out in front. Looking for it. Not able to convert. It was number 24, Matt Teresi. Had a wide open lane and couldn't put the bread in the basket. It will go now back to the D3 zone. They'll look to reset here. Tennessee will be at full strength. D3 will be at full strength soon. Now looking to sneak one in there. Siegel tracking it down. Holds on to it. Gets it back over to Dickinson as he'll get it back. Dickinson with it now at the blue line. Calling for downloads, Teresi. Glove save by Simons. Simons was looking to get that one down below. Maybe flick one up in there. Weren't able to get it. Cat-like reflexes from Lincoln Simons.
Yeah, good reflexes there from Simons. It looked like there was trying to be a tip out front from that slap shot by the blue line for the D3 team, but deflection wasn't good enough. Simons easily grabbed that up, and the power play continues here for D3.
Face-off won by D1. It's Marion will control. He'll be pinned up on the boards by a couple of Vols. D3 Vols to be exact. Hagen just trying to get it out of there. It looks like they're shoveling some snow out of the driveway is what a lot of Knoxville residents were probably doing this morning. We'll go back over to the zone. It's stolen by Siegel as he'll just try to flick that one up, and he does. Gets it up to number 12, Connor Smith. Smith will still control. Got to be careful with it here. And it's stolen out in front. Here comes D1, and they score! Tommy Carroll, the freshman, straight from Boston, Massachusetts, getting things started in the Knoxville Civic Auditorium. Well, not getting things started. Things got started.
Continuing things.
Continuing the party is what I should say.
Another backhanded goal for the D1 team here, and that one was shorthanded, so maybe you can make the comparison that D1 shorthanded is on the same page as D3 head-to-head, or, 5-man.
Absolutely. Whatever you said, John, it was correct. So Tennessee D3 looking to get back into this game. And now D1 is at full strength as Jackson comes out of the booth. Jackson, what do you got? Hoffman, shot. Isles, bottle rocket, score! 4-2. Tyler Isles knocks the water bottle straight off of the net. And you're going to be hearing Rocky Top a lot tonight as no matter what happens, it's going to be a goal from Tennessee. Rocky Top, woo. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Again, you'll never get sick of that. Just kidding. I might if I hear it way too many times tonight. But what I won't get sick of is seeing some Tennessee goals. And so far, we have a 4-2 hockey game as Tyler Isles just got things started here. Winding down into this first period, this first 30-minute period. Again, you don't really see that in hockey. But usually you don't see the same team playing each other in hockey either.
We might have a correction to make here, Charlie. The scoreboard is saying that it's 4-1, we think, for one of these teams.
It's 4-1 in favor of D1. I can say that. A shot on goal. Not able to get it. Kelly will get it back down below. A fight for it. D1 looking to get it. It's Frazier to Kelly. Kelly makes a move and back to Frazier. Frazier to Kelly. Kelly, shot, saved. So it looks like while we weren't looking, we got a change in goal. Don't know what for. You turning heads when you walk through the door. Don't need makeup.
Don't get us copyright strike, Charlie.
I won't. Sorry. My voice isn't good enough to get us copyright strike. Just Teresi knocks it over to Jackson. Stolen, though, in center ice. Still Jackson has it. Now over to Tennessee. Trying to get it to Frazier. Not able to convert. Another one, and Tyler Isles gets his second goal. Frazier fired up. Tyler Isles getting his second goal in about 5 minutes of play. So Brian Kelly in goal for Tennessee now. They did a little goalie swap while we weren't really paying attention. If you'll notice, though, it's 31 instead of 30 for D3 back there. So the score is now 5-1. John, is that correct?
Could be 5, could be 6.
5-1, I believe. I'm trying to get the angle right here as I look down below to see.
Maybe our little helper here, Julia, can help us with the score.
It is 5-1 in favor of D1, the blue team.
With 9 minutes left.
So 9 minutes remaining in the first period of play. A very long first period, as we did extend those periods to 30 minutes. A fight for it now. Carter trying to get it well defended, though, by Mitchell Spranklin. Mitchell Spranklin, he had a pair of goals in the playoffs down in Georgia in the Atkins Ford Arena. Was kind of a hero in that game against Georgia. Also played very well against Tampa. However, they were not able to fend off now the 4-time consecutive winning College Hockey South champions, the Tampa Spartans. Wow, what a program. Almost like the 2015 Warriors. Here comes the D1 team the other way. Stolen, though, by Carter. Carter with it, trying to make his way up the ice. It'll be cut off there by Tyler Rose. Just kind of got in the way there. Cooper with it now, looking to get down the other end, thinking about it. Gets it over to Rose. Rose sneaks one in there. Saved by Kelly. Another one. Now they'll come away with it. It's Morrissey. Morrissey for D3. Loses everything. Stolen back by D1 and now regained control by D3. Again, if you're still confused, it's D1 in blue, D3 in white. Here comes D3. It's Livingstone. Livingstone absolutely robbed. Call the cops. Lincoln Simons picked his pocket.
Lincoln Simons, another great save here, only letting in 1 goal so far in the first 20 minutes that we've played. You know, D3 has had some opportunities, especially that power play early on, but Simons has basically stood his ground while D1 has dominated in the offensive zone the other way. So we'll see if D3 can pick up some scraps here, get a few more goals back, and maybe make this competitive hockey game again.
So now another chance out in front. They'll call an offsides. D1 visibly frustrated, as this is a close game. Not, just kidding.
That was a late called offsides, it seemed, but I guess that's what happens when you only have 2 referees who are supposed to be reffing the game and be linesmen, I guess.
Come on, come on. I don't know if you guys can hear the music, but whoever's on Ox. Julie, is it you? Oh, Bella's on Ox? I don't know. Someone's on Ox in this arena. You guys don't care. You care about the game. Anyways, Zimmerman now looking to get it in there. Excuse me, Oakley. Cross ice pass. Cooper will think about it. Loads up. Doesn't fire. Back to Hurlbert. Hurlbert makes a move. Almost taken by Tyler Rose. Livingstone's going to go down there on the ice and now controlled in center ice. Here comes D3. It's Siegel. Tries to make a move. Well defended, though, from Cooper. Cooper kind of had his number the whole time. Again, Bryce Cooper, such a strong guy down there for Tennessee. Great guy, almost like an enforcer to have for this D1 team. As Cooper now will make his way up the ice, looking for something. Finds Oakley. Oakley thinking about it. Takes a shot. Saved by Kelly.
Good shot there for D1. Kelly grabs that one up, and we'll get some line changes here, as we have about, I would probably say, 5 minutes left in this first of 2 halves. We can't call them periods anymore. We got first half and a second half. D3 being in their defensive zone right now. Let's see if D1 can add on to this lead here.
Absolutely. As D1 still controls, Maring's going to miss that puck, so he'll be in a foot race back there for it. Dickinson looking for it, trying to hunt that one down. Now, you got D3 here trying to get back into this game. About 6 minutes to go. Ballpark time, if you're wondering. Controlled now by Felickis. Felicki will fire that one up. Try to get it to Jackson. Back to Felicki. Felicki, a shot, he scores! Felicki flicked that one right in between the sticks. Snuck it past Brian Kelly. A phenomenal shot. Majestic.
Majestic shot there by Felicki. It is now 7-1 for the D1 team, and they are definitely showing who seems to be the king of the two teams here on Rocky Top for the Tennessee Ice Vols. The team in blue has just been absolutely dominating the team in white. So, it's not looking good for the D3 team, but I feel like that was a little bit expected, was it not?
I mean, coming into this, I don't know what the betting line was. There probably wasn't even one, but if I had to put a number on it, I would say D3 plus 7.5. I don't know if that sounds right.
Well, we're getting to that point, Charlie. You're about to make some money.
That point. Well, not if you bet on D3, and I kind of wanted D3 going into this game. I like the underdog story, kind of the cat or the mouse beating the cat, if you know what I mean. I don't really know where I was going with that, but
David versus Goliath is probably a better analogy, but yours works as well.
Whatever you want to do with it. Kind of like anyone who plays against the Lakers because they're the best team in the NBA. Is D1 now.
Are you sure they don't cheat to win?
No, they're the best. Now, D3 looking to get an opportunity here. They've got numbers. It's Hagen. Hagen, thinking about it. Delays. Tries to do a spin move. Can't convert. Oh, that would have been cute if he was able to get that off. Was not able to.
Whoa.
Oh, and Lincoln Simons.
What a
getting
save by
fancy
Simons.
with it. I don't know what that was.
He tried to push the puck out with his stick, and instead it goes up in the air, and he just snags it out of the air like, I don't know, a Chicago Cubs player in 2016.
Whatever you want to call it, I mean, that was, all I'm going to say is that was beautiful. Lincoln Simons, just the acrobatic way to do that. Such a versatile player. It's what we kind of see in Patrick Mahomes, John.
Put Lincoln Simons in the outfield at Wrigley Field, and we might have ourselves a dual hockey player and baseball player.
I mean, that was just athletic. That's all I'm going to say on that.
The hand-eye coordination in order to do that as well is impressive.
Somebody this one. I'm about to go in. I mean, the music selection tonight is phenomenal in this arena. Energy is here. A lot of fans here, surprisingly, for 9 p.m. on a Wednesday, right?
Yeah. It's a Wednesday. It's cold out. It's been snowing. This is the first time since I've been in Knoxville that I've seen snow down here.
Really?
Yes.
Herbert controls now. Tries to get it off. It'll be scooped up. Down below now, take it back by Livingstone. Livingstone will get it to DeWitt as DeWitt gets it to Pereno. Jake Pereno is his name, makes a couple of moves. Loses it, though. It's Jackson. A 3-on-1. Here comes Tennessee D1. A move. Deeks loses it. Oh, that would have been probably pretty cool if the move he was trying to attempt worked, as Dylan Updike got a little too fancy with it. And now it'll be taken by Shane Kokoska. Saved by Kelly. He'll brush that off to the side. Frazier will control now. Puts a body on Livingstone. Connor Frazier just kind of laid his shoulder into him. A stick is lost out there on the ice. Watch out, Dylan Siegel. You're probably going to need that one. Or Duffy, excuse me, Ethan Duffy. Puck goes up to what appears to be Nathan Zimmerman. Nathan Zimmerman to Pereno. Pereno will lose it. Now Tyler Rose with it. Tyler Rose, not someone you want to see coming at you at full speed. Looking for it. It's Isles trying to get it past. Tries to get up to Tyler Rose again. Well defended. Now Rose thinking about it. Takes a second. Slap shot. Pad save from Kelly. Looking for it again. It's Rose. A shark looking for blood in the waters of the Atlantic Ocean. Will he get it? Rose thinking about it again. Takes a shot over the head of Kelly. Frazier now with it. Frazier thinking about it. He'll get it over to Rose. Tyler still delaying it. Gets it over to Cooper. Cooper thinking about it. Still thinking about it. Now takes a shot. Blocked off the rib of Zimmerman. Now Zimmerman will flick this up and he'll go up to Pereno and they'll call an offsides. Oh, heartbreak from the D3 team. Crimea River upset. That would have for sure been a possible opportunity. Maybe even a shot on goal.
That D1 offensive zone time there looked like a power play to me, even though it was still 5-on-5. That just kind of shows the difference between the D1 and the D3 team, I think. D1 has been, dominating throughout this game, and they look to be dominating again there. They nearly got a goal, but Brian Kelly stood his ground as D1 looks for more blood, as they are sharks in the water, as you said.
I mean, right now I feel like I'm in July because this looks like Shark Week out there. I mean, right now, this D3 team, they are being toyed with like some bait. Now puck goes over to Mehring. Mehring loses it, though. He's thinking about it. Takes a shot off the pad of Kelly. Mehring trying to silence that D3 bench as he really wanted that one. Puck will now go up into center ice. Here come the Ice Vols. It's Braden Owen. Owen, shot, covered up and scooped up by Lincoln Simons, protecting that puck with his life.
D3 tried to correct their mistakes a little bit. Try not to go offsides like they did in the last play with the little flick pass. We had one player standing down here at the blue line. Good shot attempt there for D3, but Simons, again, not letting anything past him as we continue into the final minutes of this first half in this exhibition hockey game.
And you know what? I wouldn't put it past him if he let anything past him, John. I mean, he's playing good so far. He's only let one goal, and I thought it was two. They might have called one off there as he makes another save, adding on to the tally. As far as shots on goal, he has faced 13. And you know what? That's pretty good, and it just gives him a reason to party rock, just like this song.
This is not Party Rock Anthem.
It is.
It is?
It is Party Rock Anthem, John.
Well, I don't listen to that song anymore, so I wouldn't know.
I listen to it almost every morning. Gets me out of bed, just like this Tennessee D1 team does. Only reason I got out of bed this morning is because I looked on Instagram and saw that Tennessee was playing Tennessee, both my favorite teams, the D1 and the D3 team. Now, I didn't even know it was snowing. No one told me it was going to snow. So I just woke up and looked outside, and it felt like a winter wonderland.
Yeah, and when you learned about this Tennessee on Tennessee game, you just decided, hey, I'm going to show up here today, and maybe I'll commentate the game.
I mean, with the snow on the ground, in Tennessee versus Tennessee, you'd think it's Christmas. As they get another goal, D1, Will Schneider gives a little present to Brian Kelly, and I'll tell you what, he got some coal in his stocking there.
He got some coal in his stocking. I've never heard anyone call it like that, but that's the first time there. Brian Kelly, another one gets past him. It's 8-1 now. I'm pretty sure. You know, D1's just been all over this game. D3 has been trying to put up some numbers, but Simons has been good. D1 defense has been good. Let's see as this game progresses.
D1, again, like John said, he said it well. They're on him like white on rice. I mean, just getting so many opportunities as here's maybe another one. Maybe we'll hear Rocky Top again. However, Benoit says otherwise. Connor Benoit with it now. He'll skate back because we got a broken stick out there on the ice. Someone might want to replace that. Kind of hard to play hockey without a stick. Hagen will get that up over to Livingstone. Livingstone will try to get it as Kelly knocks it away. Livingstone with it now. Gets pinned up on the boards. Zimmerman gets it out of there for D1, and now here comes D1 the other way. Livingstone steals it back, though. Exciting stuff here in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum and Auditorium, if you want to call that the correct title. Benoit gets it up to Livingstone, where it's stolen by D1. Here come the Summit Blue jerseys. However, it's stolen back again by Benoit. I was expecting D1 to do something cool there, but they didn't. Oh, well. They get it back again, though. Controlled with it, it's Benjamin Flicky. Flicky looking for his second of the night, gives it to Caro, who's also looking for his second of the night. He'll lose it. Controlled back by D3. A lot of back and forth hockey here. It looks like both teams trying to figure stuff out. Kind of sloppy hockey, if you'd ask me, John. Not really any correct setups, I'd say, as a shot on goal goes right in front of the face of Brian Kelly. But again, I'm noticing a little bit of a sloppier play style as this game kind of goes on. I mean, very low stakes. This game doesn't really matter.
Yeah, very low stakes. I wouldn't say sloppy, as you said, but kind of drawn back, I would say. You know,
Careless, if you will.
No, not careless. Just the players are not putting as much effort as they would in a regular season or a postseason game. But it's a fun little time for everyone. You know, the score doesn't matter. And as the first half ends, as we've just been alerted, a great performance here from D1 to start things off. We'll see if D3 can score 7 goals to tie this up in the second half.
Absolutely.
But great performances all around.
We're going to give you guys a little score update of after the first half in the comment section below, so don't go anywhere. We'll give you guys that right now just so you have it. Again, we apologize for not having the scoreboard up and working correctly. We're going to try to get that fixed. as possible, as this was kind of a last-second sort of exhibition match we had for you guys. But all that matters is you guys can see the game. If you guys want to catch more Tennessee D3 hockey, unfortunately D1, their season ends. They will play Alabama ACHA men's D1 in March. I believe that's coming March 13th or something like that. But this D3 team, they've got playoffs on Friday in Fort Lauderdale. And myself, Charlie Srafen, will actually be heading down there to announce some of those games as an announcer for the College Hockey South playoffs. So, if you want to see more of myself, I understand a lot of you guys are Tennessee fans. You want to see more of this Tennessee D3 team. They'll be playing in Fort Lauderdale this weekend. So, ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. We will be back for the second half in a second as soon as I figure out how to mute my mic. Gentlemen,
Nope.
welcome back.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second period of play. And by the way, this is actually the second half of play. We are doing two 30-minute halves. So almost like, I don't know what other sport does this, Sean, help me out.
It's sort of like soccer, but a little bit less time.
Yes, that's a really good way to put it. And there's no extra time.
There is no extra time.
And there are no PKs.
There are no PKs.
But what I can tell you is that we have Tennessee taking on Tennessee. Wait for it. Tennessee versus Tennessee. It's not phenomenal. Both of your favorite teams, John, are playing each other. Who do you have in this game?
So far, judging by the score, I'm gonna have to say I'm with Tennessee.
Absolutely.
Division One.
So just to clarify, Division One, they are wearing those Summit Blue jerseys, as you'll see down there on the ice. D3, they're in the white. A little summary of the first half. It was kind of a bloodbath, if you want to call it that. It was kind of even with shots on goal, 20-13 in favor of the D1 team. However, score, it was 7-1.
7-1. We thought it was many scores throughout that first half, but we have finally figured out it was 7-1 for the D1 team. They've looked pretty dominant. Brian Kelly's let in a few easy ones for the D3 team, but D1 so far pretty dominant.
Moreno tries to get that one. It's poked away. Kelly has it. He'll flick it up over to Primo as Primo's tracking that one down. Duffy's going to get there first. Hurlbert down there just trying to get it out of the pile. Hurlbert will come away with it now. Gets it over to Rose. Rose tries to make a move. Stolen now. Here comes Moreno. What do you got, Jake? And it's poked away. Tyler Rose soiled Jake Moreno's plans as he wanted to sneak one past. A goalie change, by the way. That's Patrick Green over there for Tennessee, number 33 in the blue. Hurlbert tries to get it in time. Poked away up, puck in center ice now. Controlled by D1. It's Frazier. Frazier tries to get it to Marion. He was calling for it. It'll be followed closely by Stober. Trying to hold on to it. It's now taken up by 3 where it's intercepted. Here comes D1. It's Getz. Getz looking for anything. Another shot up on goal. Save from Kelly. That was a wild one. It was Stober trying to find something, and now Marion will track this puck down 41. So he'll scoop this one back to 50 stick work and make his way up the ice. He still has it, but he'll lose it. Good job to get it out there from Marion, the sophomore from Milwaukee. Now Isles with it. Is Tyler Isles looks for anything. He'll flick it up to Stober. Intercepted by Morrissey. Gets it to Benoit. Benoit looking for it. Thinks about it. Takes. Loses it. Now taken back by D1. It's Frazier over there for D1. Frazier thinking about it. He's got Isles in the middle, but he'll give it up to Jackson. Just shot out in front. It's saved by Kelly. A good pad save. As D1 will get it up, and D3 will get up in front. It's Siegel trying to hold on to it. He'll lose it. Now it's Isles for D1. As Tyler Isles makes a move, gets it back to Frazier. Frazier delayed it for a second. As Kane gets it back, as Frazier sprawls out, trying to get that one a good heads up, 100% effort play. A big shot. Miles Jackson lays out Siegel down below. Out in front, a shot on goal. Green, a good early test for him. Livingstone wasn't able to finish, and now the other way. Here comes D1. Good defense play by D3 so far. I mean, you would think this is a tight hockey game. Both of these teams look pretty evenly matched to the eye test, and they score! I don't know what that was, but it looks like some miscommunication. Ryan Kelly had the puck right at his feet, tried to give it to Barberite, but D1 was on that, like right on rice. Can't come up with another analogy. I'll get back to you guys soon with that. It looks like Frazier, what did Kelly just kind of slip that one in?
I thought Kelly put that in his own net. He was trying to handle the puck, and it landed on that opposite end of the stick, and he just, I don't know, he puts it in his own net. It's 8-1 now for D1. Frazier gets credit for the goal. He was celebrating like it was the Stanley Cup final goal. But yeah, another goal for D1, another mishap for Brian Kelly, who's not had a good night here in this exhibition game.
Thank goodness it is an exit there. Lost it for a second. Thank goodness it is an exhibition game. D3 not looking too good. Again, though, it's D3 versus D1. A bit of a skill gap. And now I can really see why. I was actually curious to see how the skill gap was going to look, or what the score was going to look like in a game versus D1 and D3. How big of a difference it is in just overall play. And we're kind of seeing why there's D1 and D3 right now. Poked away, Barb right. Just trying to get it out of D3 zone. Is Cohen will take this one for D1, lays a hit on Kane. Kane kind of hit the ice hard. It almost looks like, I'm thinking about it. I'll get back to you guys.
Be careful what you say, Charlie.
Rose gets over to Spranklin. Spranklin trying to sneak it in there. Gets it back to Kane. Kelly. Kelly now. Back to Rose. Spranklin tries to get one out in front, so it's Spranklin to Henry Cohen. That's a goal. Just clarify, make sure you guys know what's happening. But Spranklin, sorry, I'm like malfunctioning.
Spranklin, Cohen,
yeah.
It's a goal. It's 9-1.
Took that puck, shot it off the pad. It looks like Cohen was able to tap that one in.
Kelly lets in yet another easy one. I don't know how much he's trying out here. I don't know how much any of these players are trying, but they're trying the best they can for this nice exhibition game. Of course, D1 has nothing more to play for. D3 has a tournament coming up, and
D1's going to nationals.
Oh yeah, D1's going to nationals. That's my bad. So everyone's got some games to play, but this is just a nice friendly exhibition.
Friendly exhibition is correct. Now taking that puck, it's Rose. Excuse me. 26 for D3. Braden Nolan, he'll flip that one up. Fighting for it, it's Marion, he'll gain control. D1 will come away with it. Out of the pack, here comes Primo. Primo still controls, so he'll give it back to Marion. Marion will look to reset. Some good skating from Marion there. Gets it back over to Primo. As Primo will lose it. Stolen back by D3. Hunting it down, though, is Kyle Oakley just trying to get back there for this D1 team. And now Hagen will come away with it. It's Seth Hagen delaying, gets it up to Smith. Smith, he'll lose it. Gain control again. Smith looking for anything in the middle. Hagen had a look at it, couldn't find anything. He got to it right away, and now an opportunity. It's Carroll all by himself trying to hold on to it. He'll stay on his feet, skating very low to the ice. He's known to do that, able to get really low and just hold on to that puck. He will regain control. And now D1 will get the puck at the blue line. Gets it back. D1 just trying to find anything. Carroll's going to lose it. And now a foot race. Here comes Hagen. Hagen, 1-on-3 reverse, trying to get it. He had multiple Summit Blue jerseys all over him for a second. You would have think he was buried in an avalanche with all that Summit Blue on top of him. Now a nifty move. Miles Jackson tries to flick one back there. Couldn't find the backhand opportunity. Jackson still controls, gets it up in front, off the post. Kelly's gonna cover it up, knock it out of the way. Multiple opportunities for D1 right out in front, now able to finish. No reset here. Rose with it now, back in D1 zone. Rose will get a move, it's stolen though. Calling for it is Albert. Albert was right in front. DeWitt with it, he'll lose it. Gets back to Rose. Rose will flick it up, and now here comes D1. D3 desperately trying to stay into this game, not doing the best job so far. They are down 8 goals, not exactly a nail biter here in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. But this team, if I know them, they're scrappy, and they're going to fight until the whistle. Hurlbert trying to hold on to it, takes a shot, beautiful save, not good enough. Puck goes in the back of the net. It's 10-1.
What more can be said? You know, D3 has tried as best as they can to put in pressure in this game. They got one past Lincoln Simons earlier in this game, but D1's just, you know, every time they get in the offensive zone, you just feel like they're going to score, and on most opportunities they have. It's 10-1 game. D1 looks to be cleaning house here in this exhibition.
Cleaning house is right. I mean, that house is squeaky clean. It looks like it never even had a mess to begin with. Tyler Rose just absolutely an enforcer out here for this D1 team. I mean, it's kind of like what you'd see with a little brother and an older brother playing basketball. It's always going to get with the older brother, and right now D1 is that older brother. Again, no disrespect, I love Tennessee. Which one? Not going to tell you. Anyways, Tennessee with it now. It's Jackson, D1, to be more specific. Hurlbert will skate back for this one.
Okay,
He'll
cool.
to reset here. Jackson gets it back in D1 zone. Cross ice pass. Intercepted by number 14 at 4D3 is Peter Hoffman.
Did you hear
Puck will
that?
go back to
Can you-
Jackson.
No, let me check the phone.
Now taken by Hurlbert. It's Hurlbert. Skates back. Stolen quickly though. Moreno tries to track that one down. He had an opportunity a couple minutes ago. However, he wasn't able to finish. Tyler Rose got back to it before he could make anything happen. Rose will take this one himself. Stays on his feet. He's got a couple of white jerseys all over him. Another pass saved by a goalie switch. That looks like it might be Alex Steinberg now in goalie. These goalies are switching really fast on me again. We didn't even see that happen. Thomas with it now in the game. I haven't seen much from Charlie Thomas this game. Really fast skater. He's had a couple of good goals this season. As Kelly will track this one down. So far, Steinberg's been pretty good. Out in front, he'll be covered up by Steinberg.
A good opening save there from Steinberg, who's been thrust into the D3 goalie position. Like you said, we've seen a few goalies tonight. I'm sure they just want to give everyone some playing time. This is supposed to be fun. Everyone's having fun, so everyone wants to play, even all the goalies.
I'll tell you what's having fun. It's those coaches over there on the booth. I don't know if you can see right now. Camera's not on them, but it looks like someone just threw a puck at Zimmy or Al Zimmerman. That's the head coach, by the way. And by the way, just got to give credit to head coach Drew King.
He's throwing it
for
back.
Tennessee D1. He actually won College Hockey South Coach of the Year. What an honor. What an accomplishment. What a feat to really accomplish in second season as a coach, first season as a coach coaching D1 Tennessee hockey. So now Frazier resetting here, gets it over to Kelly. Kelly with it, weaves past defenders. Couldn't get it though, and it's intercepted. All of that for nothing as D3 looks to come the other way with it. Here come the Vols, the D3 Vols to be more exact. Controlling it, Siegel. Siegel, thinking about it. They'll get it down below to Benoit. Benoit can't hold on to it, and it'll be covered up by Patrick Green, and it looks like Dylan Siegel just got some cuddles from Will Mary. By the way, Will Mary, one of the nicest guys I've ever spoken to. I mean, just a light of energy and happiness. I mean, that guy's never not smiling.
I've never met him personally, but I'm sure I'll take your word for it, Charlie. He sounds like a really nice guy.
One of the nicest guys I've ever met. Just all around, a ball of sunshine, if you will. And a great
Just
hockey
like
player.
you.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. The sorority girls don't really think so, but it's fine. We'll leave that for another day. Anyways, Tennessee D1 looking to reset. It's number 16, James Getz now for D1. They'll get it up to Spranklin. Mitchell Spranklin, blazing speed, makes a move, tries to get it through the legs of Caleb Kane. He does, but it's swallowed up by Steinberg down there for D3.
Well, we have a little bit of pause and play here. I don't know if you've noticed this, or maybe I'm just going crazy, but some of the D1 players' pants, if you will, have changed from orange to black. I thought they were all orange in the first period, or maybe there were some few black ones, and I just didn't notice. But I don't know, it seems different.
Now that you point that out, I don't even know, to be honest, what they were originally. What I can tell you is Carter wants the second goal for D3. A shot, saved by Green. Lundy was trying to get a piece of it. Green said otherwise and stopped that right in its tracks. Now taken by Carter. Carter will dump that off to Kane. Kane will just try to scoop it up. It's poked away though. Still fought for up on the boards. Treacy's trying to get it out of there along with a couple of pairs of balls for both sides. D1 will come out of the way with it. Puck goes up in the air. It's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's a puck. Goes down, will get it across a shot. Beautiful save from Steinberg. Wow, I mean, look, Alex Steinberg, he should have been playing this whole game. He's lights out right now. Shot on goal, goes on the side of the net. Thought that one went in for a second. It did not, though. Now picked up by Kane and Lundy. Now a foot race. Here's Carter. He'll get to it. Behind the back pass to nobody as it's intercepted. Smith now for D1. He'll look, Jack Awney for D1. Connor Smith, number 12. He's on D3 again. Familiar faces out here for everybody. Out in front, shot on goal off the post. Steinberg was able to get in front and stop anything from occurring there. D1, they're still in the zone. It's Spranklin, tries to get it through. Good defense from Dickinson. Dickinson fighting Spranklin for it up on the boards. Still looking for it. Spranklin holds onto it. Puck goes up in the air. Smith was trying to hold onto it, and now it goes back to D3. Puck in center ice now. D3, they had numbers for a second. Puck went the other way. Smith gets it up to Rose, and now following it is Hagen. Hagen can't get there in time. A good play from Jackson to spin around and get in the way of that puck. As Rose will make his way down there. Gets it over to Oakley. Oakley try to get it over to Jackson. And Jackson will look to track back here for his D1 team. He's being hassled up in center ice, and now here comes Connor Smith for D3. He'll lose it though, and now taken by Oakley. Here's Oakley. He's got Mering, but Oakley will take it himself. His name is Kyle Oakley, not like the sunglasses, but what I can tell is he just scored a goal.
That was a filthy steal by Kyle Oakley right there at his own blue line. The D3 team, had to get back on side and tried to dump it in, but he just steals it, goes through two defenders, goes into the offensive zone and just snipes one past Steinberg there. And it is now 11-1 for the D1 team. We felt like D1 was going to win this exhibition game, but I thought it'd be just a tad bit closer than this. This is just a dominating performance.
It feels like Tennessee versus UAB, like we saw a couple weeks ago. Tennessee versus Austin P earlier in the season. It's Riley DeWitt trying to track this one down. Again, it is D1 versus D3. What else do you expect? Not exactly even matchup. That's why we have D1 and D3. Mary now tries to get a piece of it. Harry wanted a piece of the cake. He was looking for something. It was covered up by Steinberg. Got in the way of that one. A lot of shots on goal and a lot of opportunities just being created for this Division I team. As Marings now flips around. Behind the back pass to Frazier. Gets it over to Stover. Stover will lose it though. Got in the way just in time. And puck will go out of play into the stands. Almost hits our social media team.
Yeah, while this game is looking pretty handily for the D1 team, D3 shouldn't be flustered at all by it. Of course, they got a big tournament coming up here. They are down by quite a bit, but don't take it personally. I would say don't take it too seriously. They are playing a much tougher team as their usual competition. The D3 team has been dominating their own conference this season, so. That's my advice to D3 players after this exhibition.
Absolutely. Again, with these exhibition games, it's really a showcase of skills. And I wouldn't be surprised if Drew King kind of sees some players in this game and considers maybe moving them up for next season. It's really, again, it's almost like a practice out there. You're seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. What I can tell you is that this D1 team, they've looked so good. What a historical season. I mean, they've just been so good. Finished third overall in the College Hockey South playoffs. Had a tough loss against the 4th-seeded Tampa Spartans. We ended up going on to win the tournament, so that's a good sign. Is Pereno with his second breakaway of the night. Will he get it? A wild shot. That one fired all the way back to Athens, Georgia. In fact, that puck might have gone so far it went all the way to Fort Lauderdale, where he will be in a couple of days. Pereno's had so many good looks at it, not able to convert though, as Isles is trying to sneak one in there. He got one earlier. Followed closely by Kelly. Now it gets over to Getz. Getz will lose it. D3 the other way. Pereno, another opportunity. Pereno just cherry picking here. It looks like towards the end of this game. Owen with it. Or Herman, excuse me. He'll give it over to Isles. Back for D1, where Kelly will control. A nice move. Kelly, a little spin move to brush the defender off him, almost like he's brushing a fly off. As Isles tries to get things started. As Rose now makes a move, skates back, doesn't like what he sees, gives it to Jackson. Jackson, a shot, covered up by Steinberg. Another one, Spranklin thinking about it. A shot, Hoffman goes down on the floor, trying to hold on to it. Players get tied up. Isles will reset here now for D1 as he gets it over to number 25, Will Schneider. Will Schneider will just let that one go all the way back over to Steinberg's zone, where it'll be picked up by Peter Hoffman. Peter Hoffman just trying to escape the barrage of D1 defenders all over him. A lot of blue in that zone. So much blue, you'd think it's the sky over there. As Morrissey now gets it over to Hoffman. Hoffman gets it up to Tracy. It's intercepted again. Here come the boys in blue. It's her over to Rose. Rose, a shot saved by Steinberg.
Steinberg, of course, filling in for Brian Kelly here in the second half. And he's only let one past him so far. Or is it two? No, he's let in two past him so far.
Two, yes.
Two. Pretty decent performance for the little time that he has played. We do want to give a little update for everybody. We got about 9 minutes left here in this second half in this exhibition game. 11-1 for the D1 team. Another offensive zone draw here. They've looked like they're all over the D3 team in this game.
And they've looked like that since the start. I mean, they might have been like that since they first saw each other in the parking lot earlier today. Again, they are dominating tonight, and we could say it again and again, but we'd be a broken record. Cohen looking for a goal. Leading goal scorer this season as trying to sneak one in there is Jake Primo. Couldn't find anything as Primo still with it now. Tries to make a move. Livingstone pins up on the boards there. They get it up in front. Puck goes onto the sides. Looks like some players on the bench trying to help out their D3 team. This will be a good wake-up call for this D3 team as they're going down to Fort Lauderdale to play a lot of good D3 hockey teams in the College Hockey South Division 3 playoffs. Should be a fun one. Again, I'll be down there announcing on behalf of the College Hockey South some of those games. Going to try to put on a good performance like this D3 team. But here comes this D1 team looking for more blood. Puck out in front, trying to sneak it up in there. Cohen just did not have the angle on it. It'll now be fought for up on the boards as Cohen tries to get it back again. Barbright will steal that from him. Stolen back by Cohen, though. Cohen behind the back pass to Primo. Stolen back by D3. Puck will go flying all the way up in the air. And Connor Frazier, the captain of this team, the leader all around. One of the... Give me another word here, John. I don't know.
Leader.
Leader. We already said that, but Connor Frazier.
A good leader.
Benoit looking for something. Makes a move. Behind the back pass. Lundy. Shot on goal. Benoit wasn't there to finish. Such a good chance. Not good enough of a finish. Teresi trying to get it now. A lot of yelling from both these benches. Again, a lot of these guys, friends, roommates, brothers, whatever you want to call it. Great community out here on the ice. A lot of Tennessee, orange, blue, white, black, all the colors as Benoit loses it again. Will Maring with it now. He'll get it up over to number 20, Shane Kokoska. Kokoska finds Kelly. Kelly tries to finish, can't do so. A good setup from D1. A pretty play, just not able to capitalize on it. He'll now go over to Benjamin Felicki. Felicki, he has a goal. Was able to flick one in there over that first half. Shane Kokoska with it. Still has it. Kokoska, the senior, gets it to Frazier. Frazier's going to lose it. Calling for it. It's Felicki, but Frazier will keep this one himself and dump it back off for Felicki. Felicki now looking to lead the charge. He's got Frazier to his right, Kelly in the middle. Felicki looks for it. Kelly will get it back, gets it to Frazier. Frazier's going to chase this one back. A D3 player will get there in time. First, it's Lundy. Lundy gets it up to Teresi. Teresi, a shot. Beautiful save from Green. Read that like a book, and he's on chapter 9 right now because he hasn't let a single goal in this hockey game. Carter loses it in the middle. Stolen back by Isles. Tyler Isles looking for it. Delays. Shot. Saved by Steinberg. Follow-up opportunity was there. Not able to convert. D3 the other way with it. It's Teresi. Teresi. He's got Lundy in the middle. Takes a shot. Lundy trying to finish behind the back to nobody as they'll be controlled by Oakley. Kyle Oakley will now make his way up the ice, and it's stolen, though, by D3. So far, a lot of good defense being played in this second half. However, D1 has just been overall more dominant. Isles with the puck round in front. He'll lose it, though. Carter, good defense. He might take this one coast to coast. Adam Carter looking for anything in the middle. Loses it, though. Oh, it would have been beautifully set up if he found his man up there in the middle. They'll look to reset here. Some line changes for D3. Some coming soon for D1. As now Stober will get it up to Tommy Carroll. Tommy Carroll gets it over into the middle to Oakley. Oakley to Gets it to Isles. Isles thinking about it, takes a shot, saved. 5 minutes remaining in the second half of play in this exhibition matchup between Tennessee and Tennessee. D1 in blue, D3 in white. Losing it is Teresi, gets it over. Dickinson, a shot, he scores! D3 gets on the board in the nick of time. Just kidding, they're down maybe 10 with 4 minutes to go. But hey, John, this could be a comeback.
What a shot by Dickinson there. D3 had about 3 or 4 good attempts in the past 3 to 4 minutes, it seemed like, and they were finally able to get one past Green. They were finally able to get one past any of the D1 goaltenders since the beginning of the first half here. So a second goal there for D3. That will be sure to lift their spirits a little bit as this game draws to a close. D3, good attempt here, but the D1 team has just been a little bit stronger.
Absolutely. I mean, D1, they've just been all around stronger. A lot of scoring being done in this game. D3, a lack of scoring, kind of like me when I go out to the bars on campus here, but they're going to look to get another one in this hockey game. D3 making their way up the ice. It's Hagen. Hagen with it now. He'll lose it. Get it up to Smith. Smith to Dickinson. Another one, almost like DJ Khaled said, except they weren't able to get it in. Now they get it over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman gets it up to Smith again. Just trying to get it out of there, a fight for it up on the boards. Smith will lose it as it's now taken back by Rose. Tyler Rose, I feel like I've said his name 1,000 times today in this hockey game. He is everywhere. As Rose takes this one himself, a wild shot. That one could have broke the glass if he shot it any harder. Hurlbert with it now, stuck up in front. We'll just try to get it up. Updike with a shot off the skate of somebody. Now another one. It's Jackson. Hits his own teammate in the leg. Miles Jackson shot that puck so hard. So 3 minutes remaining in the second half. A 2-on-1. Here comes D3 to Hagen. Hagen, shot, score! Seth Hagen with the celly. Everything about it was beautiful. Waving his hands in the air like he doesn't care. D3 making a comeback.
A comeback could be in store here, Charlie. That's 2 goals in the past 90 seconds or so. They're only down by 8. It's entirely possible.
It is more than possible. We'll see if they can do it. Some beautiful setup plays. It came a little too late, but again, 3 minutes to go in this hockey game. They're going to look to get things started. Stolen back by D3. What do you got? They're looking for another one. Time winding down. Things could get interesting here in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum on a Wednesday while snow hits the ground. 2 minutes to go. Shot out in front. Albert trying to get it back. Stolen back by D1. Cotton will flick it up. Controlling it. I think they might pull the goalie soon. Morrissey with it. They'll get it back over to Green. Patrick Green will look to reset here. Time of the essence. Morrissey will get it. Trying to steal it back. Well defended from Will Schneider. And that puck will sail back to Peter Hoffman. Well, he'll look to do anything to just get it out of his zone. Alex Steinberg looks like he just saw a ghost. Doesn't know what's going on. Multiple players coming at him in blue jerseys. D1 looking for another. They won't get it. Peter Hoffman now with the D3 team looking to make their way up the ice. Stolen back by Will Schneider. Here comes D1. Will they get another? It's Kelly. Loses it. Out in front. Covered up. Exciting things happening here in Knoxville on Wednesday night. Doesn't get better than this. 1 minute remaining to go. Kelly looking for it. Thinking about it. Excuse me, Maring. Maring gets it over to Schneider. Schneider shot right in front of the face of Alex Steinberg. About 30 seconds left to go in this hockey game. Sprinkling with it now. A shot. That one goes up on the boards. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but that might be the dagger. Time of the essence. Winding down. 10 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. Apologize. I was wrong up here in the booth. Sprinkling with it now. They'll make their way up the ice. About give or take 22 seconds. Looking for another one. If D3 scores, I might lose all my marbles. Taking it back. Just trying to get one more in there. DeWitt fighting up on the boards with it. Maring will get it out of there. He'll make his way up the ice. One last push. About 15 seconds to go. 2, mirroring, shot, score! D1 wins! Game over! Knoxville, are you not entertained? It was number 15, Primo, and dare I say it, John, that might be the dagger.
Charlie, you're the first person I've ever heard make a 12-3 game so exciting.
Well, John, I appreciate it because that was exciting. One of the most entertaining scrimmages I've ever seen. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Tennessee's going to win this one. A phenomenal game. It was D1 all over the D3 team the whole time. So, ladies and gentlemen, this D3 team, if you want to catch more action, they'll be down in Fort Lauderdale in a couple days, as so will I. I'll be down in Fort Lauderdale with the team. I might sneak off to Miami at night. Who knows? Club 11's looking pretty fun in my eyes, but it should be a fun game. I'll be working on behalf of the College Hockey South, announcing some of those games. Should be fun, though. This D3 team, they're coming into this tournament second overall in the College Hockey South. Some good teams. South Carolina was able to take them down a couple weeks ago. John, it really should be a good playoffs.
It should be a really good playoffs, but we do want to mention here that for both of these teams, this is the last time that they'll be playing in Knoxville for this season, as both of these teams go on to big tournaments here as we close out the winter and into spring. But the 2024-25 College Hockey South season is coming to a close for both of these teams, and this was their very last time in Knoxville. Yes, it was an exhibition, but it was a fun exhibition, and both teams had a really good time here as the fans here on Rocky Top bid farewell to their D1 and D3 teams as they go on to bigger and better things in the weeks to come.
Absolutely. I mean, what a fun one this was. I mean, a nail biter through and throughout. I don't even know if I said that phrase right. Super entertaining hockey game, action packed. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us and bearing with us. Again, we'd like to thank our crew up here. Bella Bartolini, she was on Ox the whole time. Julia King was working the camera. She was working it without a tripod, so give her a little bit of love. Sawyer Stacy coming in clutch with the tech and the scoreboard last second. John Hansen on color. And once again, I think like I've said this multiple times, signing off. I'll be back announcing a couple more games.
And
but
signing on.
As always, signing back on, back off, whatever you want to call it. My name is Charlie Serafian. Follow me on TikTok at Charlie Serafian. We've had a fun one. We'll see you guys later. Get home safe. Stay warm. Go Vols.